The Minister of Power, Bayo Adelabu, says the plan of the ministry is to increase the tariff of other band of power distribution to achieve efficiency and recoup liquidity. But the mood and economic reality of Nigerians constrain the ministry from implementing the increment.
We all know that there's an incentive to migrate our customers to band A, where we can charge a cost-reflective tariff. But the tariff being paid by other banks today is below cost of production, of generation, not to add wooling charges, not to add disco charges. Our plan is to eventually look at the tariffs of other bands and raise it with a minimal service covenant or lower service covenants than the band A. But the mood of the country today does not permit that. It does not. You can't even try, we can't even touch it. That is the intention. So the only way we can actually improve our average tariff across the customers is to consistently work on infrastructure improvements across the distribution network.
The minister made the statement on Thursday while hosting the quarterly meeting with the electricity distribution company, DISCO, to review the performance of electricity distribution and supply in Nigeria.
Discuss issues across the sector and get feedbacks from you as the closest to the electricity consumers, and we also put heads together on the way forward to uplift or turn around the sector. This is an opportunity for us to receive feedbacks from you again on activities on the field since we started implementation of the new tariff regime. We would like to hear from you responses from customers and how we have been able to manage them. We also like to hear from you responses in terms of improvements that is being observed nationwide in the electricity supply to the customers. Let me use the opportunity to thank you anyway for the good job you've been doing. We also felt it that activities of DISCOs have since improved. Your rate of responsiveness to customer complaints, to customer service has also improved, even though we have not gotten to where we are going. We are still far away. But when we notice such positive improvements, we also need to bring to your notice and commend you.
Bayo Adelabu said the ministry's electricity sector has been able to sustain a 5,000 megawatts in the second quarter of the year, as the ministry aims to hit 6,000 megawatts at the end of 2024, a milestone the ministry believes the ministry can achieve.
Issue of the target generation, power generation that we have for December 2024, which is achieving 6,000 megawatts to further improve stability of electricity supply to households, to businesses, to institutions, to industries. We've achieved 5,155 megawatts, specifically on the 8th of August, which keeps us on the right track to achieving these 6,000. But we have to sustain it. So we have all identified the impediments to achieving this, which we have discussed here as a team, and we have set up a committee that will ensure that all these impediments are dealt with, from infrastructure, from off-taking, from anything that we believe will be called in the wheel of progress of achieving this.
Bayo Adelabu said The electricity companies, in conjunction with the Ministry of Power, are dialoguing with various government parastatals and institutions like the Army and Navy in order to find a lasting solution to debts owned by government institutions.
The Army perhaps are now being metered. That will improve liquidity, collections from that end. This want to replicate to other forces like the Navy, like the Air Force, even the police, to ensure that there's traction in collections from these agencies. We're also looking at possibility of centralizing for some MDAs so that there will be one single check to be paid centrally from the Ministry of Finance through the Ministry of Power, and this will be distributed and remitted to the relevant discourse depending on the territories where these invoices are coming from.